Boom! Everybody, Mr. Dylan Grabowski, crypto.
The darkest rabbit hole.
And I became a multimillionaire at 13 and a half years old.
You have to ask yourself why.
Challenge, we're gonna rock and roll. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? I'm here with Mr. Dylan Grabowski, and we're about to break crypto wallets and blockchain down. But first, we have a free gift for you. If you're trying to build an e-learning program or online course in 90 days or less, we have a free masterclass that is linked below. We're about to jump in this. We're about to build. Here we go. Dylan, crypto, what the heck is this thing?
Well, we have three things and they're all part of the same umbrella.
Ooh, all right. So should we make like a, I'll try here, like a little
make
umbrella, right?
There we go.
You know, like with like the little
looks like a
hanger.
lake. I like it, yeah, that
right
works.
there. Okay, there we go.
And so with crypto, with wallets, with blockchain, these are the ways in which you're going to interact with this network and with these various different types of assets. So going in order of the way we have it listed here, all a cryptocurrency is it's a hash on a network that says this wallet owns this amount of these tokens. And so that's what a cryptocurrency is. It's a token, and the wallet is the way in which you hold your crypto, is the way in which you send and use your crypto. And as we've discussed in earlier parts of these videos, when you have a wallet, it can either be a browser wallet, something like MetaMask in your browser. It can be a hardware wallet, something like a ledger or a Trezor. It can also be a paper wallet. You can print a wallet and be able to scan a QR code and be able to send cryptocurrencies there. Mm-hmm. And so what your wallet does is it interacts with the blockchain.
Ooh.
And the wallet says this user is able to access these coins that are on this wallet because the wallet holds what's called a private key. And so the private key is what's used to interact with the public blockchain and to let the blockchain network know that this user can access these amounts of cryptocurrency tokens.
Absolutely, no, that's an incredible overview. Again, as you can see, team, we are here with the guru when it comes to this world, right? I want to take a step back, talk a little bit about crypto. First, because I'm Greek, crypto comes from the Greek word krypto, which means hidden. So I'm very, very, very proud of my Greeks. If it wasn't for Greeks, there wouldn't be any cryptocurrency. Just saying.
And the greatest thing that the Greeks have given to cryptocurrency is showing why we need it, because Greece did unfortunately shut down their banks and go through austerity measures.
That's really true.
About maybe a little less than a decade ago. Mm-hmm. And so this was a very real use case when it comes to cryptocurrency. When your currency inflates a little too much, or your government has ran trust into the ground, you need to have a new type of way to send value around the world.
100%. Dylan, remind me of the name of one of the pioneers in cryptocurrency, in Bitcoin. He's the Greek gentleman.
Andreas Antonopoulos.
I had the opportunity to see him speak actually here in Colorado, and he actually shared a real life story. He's an economist. And he decided to just drop everything once when he caught wind of Bitcoin and what Bitcoin was doing, to learn as much as he could. And remember, back then there was barely any info about it. We were just starting learning about it. And he shared that story where he told his mom to move everything out of her bank in Greece, because as an economist, he saw what was about to happen.
Absolutely.
Right? Because we as the people, we think, especially here in the United States, it's our money, it's our bank accounts, like we're protected, our freedom. But newsflash, if the government wants to get involved, they're going to get involved. And Greece is a great example of that. And he had his mother move all of her money outside of her savings accounts and checking accounts into Bitcoin. And one day, Greece woke up and 20% of their savings was gone because we owed money.
Yes.
And guess what? She was fine because it was all moved.
And so to bring this all back to you, the person who's watching this, when you're starting to get interested in cryptocurrencies, the most important thing to learn is how to create a wallet and how to store your seed phrase and your private key safely, because these are the ways that you're able to access the network. And if you lose your seed phrase or you lose your private key, there's no manager at a bank to call to ask you to cancel a transaction.
Exactly.
So if you lose this, you lose access to your cryptocurrencies. So as you're going down the rabbit hole, really do some due diligence when it comes to learning about wallet security and ways in which you can use your wallet.
Absolutely. And, I want to add a couple of thoughts here. Dylan, tell me, I want to hear your thoughts about this as well, because, as we've seen, as crypto is growing as an industry, which is why we wanted to create this video and this series, is to shed a little bit more light and education on what it is, right? Because there's a lot of things that are happening in the industry. And unfortunately, a lot of people are getting scammed, right? And because there's been a lot of scams, there's been a lot of reluctancy and a lot of negativity towards this industry, but you don't know what you don't know.
Exactly.
And a lot of people heard of these early stories of, oh, I owned 100 Bitcoin, then it went to 50,000 and I became a multimillionaire at 13 and a half years old. And did that happen? Sure, right? And that's a lot of the stories that are highlighted. And then a lot of people fall into these traps of these get rich quick type cryptocurrencies and schemes. I mean, we're just scraping the surface here. We haven't even jumped into, stable coins like USDC. We haven't started talking about the blue chip stock type coins like Bitcoin and ETH and alternative coins and why they're so risky. So kind of going back to the fundamentals, right? Crypto, the way that I see it, Dylan, is it brings the power to the people. It brings the power to you, the person that is watching, where now you are in control of your money. You are in control of your wealth without a massive establishment telling you what you can and cannot do. Your wallet is where it is stored. However, like Dylan said, there isn't a bank like Chase Bank or Wells Fargo or a big bank where you have an account. The wallet is yours. You have hard wallets like ledgers, and you also have browser wallets like MetaMask where your cryptocurrency is stored. Think of your wallets as your bank account. Exactly. And then you have blockchain, which everything lives on, and how it works, the technology, the infrastructure that support all these things. Now, I'm sure you may have a lot of questions, but those are the fundamentals. Dylan, what do you think? I mean, what else can we add on just from a fundamental? Did I say it correctly?
100%. Yeah, I think from a first principles perspective, if you're interested in crypto, you have to ask yourself why. If we're interested in the money properties that it can offer people who are living in countries where they might lose access to their funds, then Bitcoin and maybe even Monero, a privacy coin, those might be the things that you want to look into. But if you're into using really cool distributed types of architecture and you want to replace Amazon's AWS with a decentralized file storage network, then there are other cryptocurrencies out there that are dedicated to these platforms and using them. So as you go down the crypto rabbit hole, ask yourself what excites you about why you're learning about this stuff, and then go start learning about those projects, because this is a multifaceted, ubiquitous industry, and there are technologies that are addressing various different pain points that exist in the world today. And it's not just digital gold being Bitcoin anymore. Now you can start using Ethereum for decentralized finance or sharing art on different marketplaces. And then the rabbit hole just goes from there.
100%. So talking about the rabbit hole, Dylan, I'm going to challenge you.
Challenge me.
All right, we're going to challenge you, all right? I want in 60 seconds or less, we're going to go from crypto to wallets to blockchain, all right?
Correct.
And how I'm going to challenge you is I do want you to take it a little bit of a layer deeper, right? I know we talked, really high level as far as stable coins and Bitcoin and Ethereum, the blue chip stocks for crypto. For wallets, I know we talked about web browser versus hard wallet. Blockchain is the technology that it's on. But let's just take it one layer, just one layer deeper. So for people that are watching, crypto, when you talk about stable coins and blue chip coins, alternative coins, what they should know. For wallets, browsers, and hard wallets, what they should know. And blockchain, what they should know.
Okay.
Right? Challenge. Here we go. 60 seconds per.
So cryptocurrencies, there are tens of thousands of them. People make them on their whim, and they can make a cryptocurrency that's designed to be a meme token that means nothing. It can be designed to be a scam. So you have to really do your due diligence when you're looking into cryptocurrencies. Why does this cryptocurrency exist, and what is its purpose? Why should I own it, and why should I use it? Then once you go down that rabbit hole, you really need to understand, again, how are you going to use these cryptocurrencies? How are you going to store them? How are you going to send them to people? Wallets can also be a major attack vector when it comes to somebody who doesn't really know what they're doing. They're just kind of scratching the surface. This is why it is super important to make sure you protect your seed phrase and your private key when you're creating a brand new wallet. Also, when you're buying a wallet, buy it directly from the manufacturer. Don't go to Amazon or some sort of third-party marketplace, because there are nefarious actors that are out there that will try to subvert your technology, your hardware, so that maybe they can steal the cryptocurrency that's on it. And then lastly, when we're talking about blockchain networks, there are so many different types. There are different types of consensus mechanisms, ways in which these immutable, open, public ledgers, people can agree that X amount of transactions occurred each prior block. So when you're looking into blockchains, you're going to want to look into their consensus mechanisms. This is where people might hear that Bitcoin is killing the planet, when in reality this isn't true. People just say that because Bitcoin uses energy, and energy can be derived from coal, but it can also be derived from wind power and sun power. So as you look and explore about blockchain networks, look into what the consensus models are, how people aggregate the ability to come to agreement on the state of the amount of transactions that have occurred on that blockchain network. And that should be enough to send anybody down the darkest rabbit hole.
Challenge complete, everybody. And what this all comes down to is everything that Dylan was sharing, it all comes down to one word: education. It is all about education, just like the stock markets, or if you're trying to get into options, or just even, if you just think of the New York Stock Exchange, if you're not financially educated, you're going to make poor choices. You're gonna pour all your money into penny stocks, AKA alternative coins, and most of them are gonna go to zero, and you're gonna wonder why. So make sure that you really understand what you're doing. Just like there's financial literacy when it comes to the New York Stock Exchange and whatnot, and how Roth IRAs work and how health savings accounts work, there is a financial education when it comes to how crypto works. And because it's so new and because it's evolving, there's so many things happening a million miles per hour. I mean, Dylan is the guru and he's learning things every single day. So stay educated. And if you're looking to develop an online course or an e-learning program, maybe you're trying to incorporate the world of crypto inside your online course or e-learning program, we want to give you a gift so you know how to successfully develop that online course or e-learning program in 90 days or less. Linked below is a free masterclass where you will learn just that. And also, we want to thank you
for the likes and subscribes.
Oh,